Hi. So we eat food on a daily basis, but we eat it more than just because food is delicious. We eat food because our bodies need it. Food provides our bodies with essential nutrients that our bodies need to create energy, and that energy is expended to maintain our body's homeostasis, keep our our organ systems functioning properly, and to help us perform physically and mentally every day on a daily basis. There are four hormones that basically are the head honchos or lead controllers of the appetite in the body. The four hormones are insulin, ghrelin, leptin, and neuropeptide Y. Insulin is stimulated in the pancreas, and what that does is it stimulates your adipocyte cells or your fat cells in the body to store fat and glucose to later be turned into glycogen and used for energy. Ghrelin is stimulated by the stomach, released by the stomach, and it sends stimuli up to the hypothalamus, or the control center in your brain, which tells it to release neuropeptide Y. Neuropeptide Y is the hormone that's released by the hypothalamus, the control guy in the brain, that tells you you're hungry. It enhances your appetite. It strengthens it. It makes you feel that starving hunger you might feel, when you oversleep and you wake up at 11:30 and you're about to eat your arm off. That's neuropeptide Y. When neuropeptide Y is released by the hypothalamus, you eat food. You're hungry, so you eat. So you eat food. Your body's way of telling you it needs food. It needs energy. So you eat food, and as you're eating, your adipocyte cells or your fat cells are slowly going to start to release leptin, the hormone leptin. And what leptin does is it slowly tells you that you're feeling satisfied and that you're feeling full and to stop eating. So it'll suppress your appetite and hinders the neuropeptide Y hormones that were previously released. And by doing so, it also increases your metabolic rate and starts to break down the food that you ingested and turning it into energy. Everybody needs different levels of nutrients because they have different energy needs. People's energy needs depend on a couple of different factors, some of them including your basal metabolic rate, where you are in growth in life, a pregnant woman compared to an elderly man, your physical level of activity, such as your muscle mass. If you're a long distance runner or if you're a sprinter, that's going to change how much food you need to intake depending on your energy expenditure. And also your body temperature. If you're shivering, if you're freezing, if you're in the ice cold, you're going to need to eat more food because your body's going to be spending more energy trying to keep it warm, shivering and all that. So everybody's energy levels and needs are completely different based on those factors. And the appetite and those four hormones control how much food you eat.